So tonight we're going to take a look at an interesting indicator that's been around for a long time, and not just gold and silver, but it is a telling sign usually throughout history. It always has been. And that indicator is called the MACD, M-A-C-D. And a little definition for you. The MACD indicator is basically a refinement of the two moving averages system and measures the distance between the two moving average lines. The MACD is an acronym for moving average convergence divergence, in case you didn't know that. So, the MACD, this chart that you're going to see, is going from like 1977 to 2014 currently. You're going to see the 1980 peak of 800, 850 gold. Then it goes down, and then it's oversold. And then when it was oversold, that's when the MACD indicator says price is going to go back up. So I'm going to show you this right behind me. And as you can see, this is the time frame. That top peak is 1980, the peak $800 gold, as you can see above me. And then if you follow that all the way over, you will see that it was around 800, 850 roughly US dollars. Then the price came down, right? The big sell-off occurred. And as you see these little points here, these are MACD indicators. So right here in 1981, which actually this looks like more like 82 or 83, after the gold had been sold off, from here up to the next top is what we're going to focus on for a second. Because the last time the MACD went from a sell signal to a buy signal from such oversold levels was back in 1982. The gold market then proceeded to rally from $290 an ounce to roughly $500 an ounce in just 90 days, which is a staggering 70% move, again, within a matter of a few months. So what they've shown us here, go back to my program. Now fast forward to, let me use the other hand, today. This was 2011 peak, $1,900 gold, right? Where are we today? We are 13, 20, 13, somewhere, 15, somewhere around there gold. If we have a 70% move in the price of gold, it's going to go way up. It is going to go way up. And coincidentally, we're looking at this not mid-July just yet, but July 2014, some kind of weird date that keeps coming up. July for precious metals, 2014 is going to start to make them look strong. Now, nobody said anything about come July, precious metals will just skyrocket out of control. But what it appears to be is that precious metals are going to start going up. And the leg up, I can't give you the length of time that the leg up's going to go. I don't know. But again, now we've got the MACD indicator saying we are absolutely oversold. And you can see it again right here. This hand. Right there. Oversold. It's below this line here. The line of volume and whatnot. It's below that line, so we are oversold. And now it's time for a rally. So, yes, we can have a rally. But when you add in everything else happening in the world, Chinese and Russia grabbing as much gold as they want, the London precious metals, the PM fix, that's starting to, they're looking for alternatives now. We can't have them set that price anymore, which again, they're rigging the price. So that's one of the mechanisms they use. The silver PM fix runs out in August. They're scrapping that one, looking for a replacement currently. Right? So you have these other things kind of feeding a fire. And I think that fire is going to be precious metals going very, very high, much higher than any, absolutely higher than any mainstream or expert, so-called expert out there has said that they felt it would go. That doesn't include the alternative media, because the alternative media, like guys like I watch, like Peter Schiff or Gerald Celente. You know, these guys have been on TV. They've been in front of news agencies, those kind of guys. They're the ones who said, no, you guys ain't seen nothing yet. $2,000 gold is going to be nothing. Again, you got to keep in mind, Lindsey Williams said that they told him, once they have their way with everything, the next currency, whatever happens, it's going to be backed by gold and silver, precious metals. And they want gold under their control. They want gold at $3,000 an ounce and silver at somewhere near $80 to $100 an ounce. That would be a great rise in the price from where it's at today. Think about that. $20 silver today, or 21. And let's just be kind to ourselves and say it goes to 100. That's where they end up putting it. It's a 500% increase in the price. What you could buy, 100, if you bought 1,000 ounces of silver today, $20,000, $21,000. And if this happens, worst case scenario, it's worth 100 grand. That's worst case scenario, meaning the elite have their way and they keep controlling the price of precious metals. From the looks of it, they're not getting their way. There's going to be a new mechanism that sets the price, and it starts over in the eastern side of the world, Asia, Russia, etc. And it has nothing to do with our guys. So I just want to show you a chart here, because sometimes people want to look at technical analysis, you know, whatever. And the amazing thing, let me just kind of get my big fat head out of the way for a minute. You can see every time that gold has been oversold, it rallies, right? So we've got it here, got a little rally right there, comes back down, got another rally, comes back down, little rally here again, oversold down here again. Then we started a big, pretty decent climb from the year, what's that, about 2000, all the way up, right? And it just kept going up and up and up and up and up and up. And then we had the big crash of precious metal prices in 2011, which was supposedly going to scare everybody off. I don't think so. Matter of fact, take a look around you. Look at, again, Russia, China, India, other countries. They're stockpiling gold en masse. So the MACD indicator currently, which just looking at this chart of the MACD, every time it's oversold, the price absolutely rises. So at $20 silver, it is time to buy right now. It is time to buy. I sent the wife email today. Matter of fact, when I get off this microphone and video, I'm going to go ask her, make sure, you did go buy that silver today, correct? The final amount we wanted, right? Make sure she took care of that. Because this is another indicator showing that prices are going to be going up. So that's all I want to share with you at this point. Take it for what it is. It's just another tool in your toolbox of information that should be letting you know, pounding on your face as a matter of fact, don't trust anything but gold and silver. Because as Lindsey Williams also said, when this happens, when the big collapse takes place, it's all orchestrated. They're going to do it. They have to. They have to let everything reset. He said, if you have anything written on a piece of paper, stocks, bond, whatever, it's not going to be worth the paper it was printed on. It will be a devastating collapse in prices for everything. Except, he said, gold and silver, that's the only thing that will save you financially. That was word for word out of his elite friend's mouth a while ago, years ago. And he never swayed from that. Every time it was always make sure you get them precious metals. So when they play these little games daily and the price fluctuates, it's up, it's down, it's meaningless. Just keep stacking and keep stacking and keep stacking. Because I do think those days are getting shorter and shorter and shorter when the fireworks start, or where some fireworks are going to start happening, and it's not going to be fireworks down, it's going to be fireworks up. You know, even though I see all this though, you know, and these people can control the price of pretty much everything, you still think deep down like, man, are they going to really nail it one time? Just one more time where they really smack the price down so that maybe they can get in and buy some at a fire sale price? Or is this whole time strictly trying to control the price of precious metals the best that they can, and the best that they can do is $20 silver right now and $1,300 gold? That's the new bottom. That's very possible. And now that I've seen all these banks like Citigroup, JP Morgan getting out of this huge position that they were putting into playing the silver game, all of a sudden going away and liquidating that position back to normal level, I guess you should say, that would, to me anyways, indicate that they are waiting for the price to go up now because they don't want to get crushed holding on to those positions, short positions, when the price rises, only to get stampeded. And it would be absolutely devastating. So that's, again, another sign on top of this sign, on top of other signs, to basically get some precious metals. So, you know, I've been using JM Bullion and stuff recently for a while, but the bottom line is get some gold and silver. People have asked me before. I haven't had this question in a long time, but I'll just end it on this note. Should I get gold or silver? Silver is going to be the winner because it was going to outperform gold because it has been suppressed way harder than gold. It takes less money for the elite to suppress the price of silver than it does for them to suppress the price of gold. So they've really hammered silver down all these years. So when it bounces back to some kind of normal level, it's going to bounce way higher back to that level on a percentage basis, higher than gold will do. That 65-to-1 ratio it has with gold, in other words, 65 ounces of silver buys 1 ounce of gold right now, historically for thousands of years should be around 16-to-1 or 20-to-1. If that comes back into play and nothing else happened today, the price of silver would skyrocket crazy right now. It'd be, you know, it'd be over $60. Be over $60 easily. So anyways, that's it. Another video for you. Take it for what it is, and take care.